I am Belinda Humphrey. My link with the shoe trade comes through my grandmother, who was a Riley. The Rileys came from Coventry. They employed people making silk and silk plush. They were pioneers in the use of machinery, and they came to Desborough in the 1820s and employed a lot of people here, about 500. 350 at Rothwell, 200 at Kettering as well. They set up factories all around and were very prosperous. But the silk industry declined in the 1860s. And the third Benjamin Riley, of three generations of Benjamin Riley, was resourceful, turned everything around, converted his number one silk plush factory to the making of boots and shoes in 1868. And that started off the whole boot and shoe industry in Desborough, so that eventually we had 14 boot and shoe factories here. In fact, the Cheney's factory, which started, I believe, in the 1880s, and survives, fortunately, came from the Riley factory because the original Joseph Cheney was an employee who became a manager and then went off and set up his own factory, taking some of the Riley customers. But if you see the marvellous Cheney shoes now, you will see that they're almost replicas still of the sort of shoes which the Rileys, the very fine shoes which the Rileys were advertising. I feel extremely proud of them, exported all over the globe. There's one sort of advertisement after the First World War in which they sort of complain that they had to supply all the British, French, Italian, Serbian and Russian armies and the rest with boots during the war, but they did manage to keep up their colonial exporting at the same time. The employers were very well looked after. They didn't want for cold to keep them warm, or food, or goods, or care if they were ill or at any time. The tea parties and the whole general sort of welfare of the town and is well advertised in all sorts of posters and goodness knows what. And well, this is always a wonderful community here, and the Rileys helped it along.